Well, welcome to day 2 of the Captain's Vlog. It's the 11th of July, it's just 5 to 10, and we've spent the morning setting up the cameras and the laptop for NorfolkBroadsLive.com's live broadcast from 12. So just thought I'd update you with what I've been doing, and all of the cable, which is probably the most tidy I've ever done it. So this boat lends itself to having this. The laptop can be there, mouse, headphones, and then the main cable run comes in here, 3 cables, and then here to the hub, up to the laptop, and the cameras I'll take you and show you are up here. Sorry about the wind. So you've got one here, which goes to a point there which goes down, another one here, and another one down there. So we're running 3 cameras today. So and it is, for now, a lovely day, and I'm sure there's a few of you watching on the Barnes Brinkcraft webcam thinking, that's the rascal, he's doing one of his blogs. So I'll also go and show you the microphone setup. So here we are in the forward cabin, and these nice little portholes, which are actually, I mean, this boat is, let's face it, is not a Broads cruiser, it's designed for going at sea, and these are blooming tough things. But they open nicely, and here, protected from the wind with a woolly hat, is the microphone, which is going to be picking up the external audio as we're going along at some stage, but at other stages there will be music selected. I just want to show you also, while I'm in here, some of the additional features that I've discovered, which I have to get down here for, and it's this switch here. And so here there's all inset LED lights, and although you can't really see in the daytime, but they're here as well. So at night this just glows and everything else is LED. There's a power socket there, 2 windows. This is a huge port light, well, hatch, not port light, is it, with a blackout blind, 2 spotlights for shining down reading in bed, and yeah, very nice cabin it is too. Is we haven't got any curtains for these 2 windows, but I found press stud holders on the outside, so, but we don't have the outside canvas to cover them. So I'll have another look around the drawers and stuff to see if we actually have, and I just haven't spotted them. Also, this table, it looks fixed, but it's not. You can move it. You could even put it out there if you wanted. So until more, we're off to Roy's, do a bit of shopping. That's all for now, and there will be more as it happens on the Captain's Vlog. We're just going to be heading into Roy's to look at their amazing selection of gifts, goodies and non-stylish clothing. So this should be quite interesting. The amazingly stylish clothes section of Roy's. So it's just coming up to 11:15, and I'm waiting at the pilot's dropping off, picking up point at Roxham Bridge, amongst the swans, the geese, the pigeons and the ducks, and they all thought I was going to feed them, but now there's a bit of a rivalry going on over here, so they're being sorted out. So that's what's happening, just waiting to basically either get some chips or get some ice cream. There's two things I want on this holiday, some ice cream and some chips. So I think the chippy opens at 11. That's my breakfast, because that's just how I roll. So been into Roy's, had a look around the amazingly non-stylish clothing area, which I suppose works for the kind of people that frequent Wroxham, ladies of age. No offence, of course, but you know, compared to sort of BHS, Marks and Spencer's, the styles are a bit behind the times here in Wroxham. And then went to the food hall, had a look around there. I'm aware that the wind's got up, so you probably won't be able to be hearing me too well. And of course, when you're doing a captain's vlog by the bridge, you've got quite an audience coming up on the bridge now looking at what I'm doing. But anyway, here comes the boat behind me to get the pilot to go through. We're looking at 7 foot exactly under the bridge. This is day 2 of the captain's vlog. We're currently going through at the moment. It's pretty intense stuff. So you will see how bad the rain is, what we're going through right now. Just to update you on things. So basically we did some live broadcasting, but a combination of rain and lack of mobile signal stopped that happening. We're just coming up to Horning Sailing Club as I'm doing this in the torrential rain. I think I should just show you again the terrible rain here that we're currently going through. I can't say enough how pleased that this boat has a decent windscreen wiper. It's proper, like just like a car. Anyway, so yes, so we had to stop broadcast after about 45 minutes. Due to lack of mobile signal and the rain, as I just said. Just having the radio interruption. Just turn that down a bit, I think. So I had to go outside steering for about 5 minutes before the rain came down. Jump back inside. The plan is we're going to moor at Horning, although it is literally 1 o'clock. Trying to get in at the Swan or the New Inn or the ferry. We'll see. If not, we go to Libo, get an umbrella and walk in for lunch. But I must say it's quiet this time of year. Despite the fact I've got a bit of nasal sort of congestion, so I'm sounding a bit underwater probably on this microphone. That's down to a bit of, I don't know, hay fever, God knows, allergic reactions in Norfolk. But the point of this is that last year to the day, it was packed. You know, Ludden, Wroxham, you had to really sort of plan your moorings. This time, 5 o'clock, there was 2 moorings outside the ferry last night. There was space outside the Swan. Mooring in Wroxham wasn't a problem. Where is everyone? I mean, people would have booked holidays surely before all this wet weather came. I'm not complaining. It's great. You can turn up in July to a mooring, but the problem is not good for business, is it? Anyway, I'll update you more as it happens. Thanks for watching for now. And here we are, just in Horning. We are just walking down in Horning. Sorry if the wind noise is a bit much on the microwave. The microwave? The microphone. So, we're in Horning, and I've had a Pepsi. I think the caffeine's got to me, and I've gone a bit crazy. Down here is the village stave. I've never been able to moor there, even in February. Today we moored at the New Inn, which was a bit challenging because of the wind. Once it catches far horizon, doesn't matter where you want to go, the wind will put you, and we're being pushed perfectly sideways into the next boat. But Gus helped us moor up, had lovely food in the New Inn. So here we are in the beautiful village of Horning. I see ahead of us they've got all the bunting out still from the Jubilee celebrations. Contentious point in the Norfolk Rules Forum. as the Broads Authority encourages double moorings. Should it be allowed? Will it cause more accidents? People tripping on boats, scratched gel coats of private craft. It's the talk of the town. Talking of town, we're not in one, we're in a village. This is Horning, it looks lovely. This is what there is in Horning. Country treats, great ice cream. I'm still a bit drunk on Pepsi. The Swan, the Beer River Cottage restaurant, which isn't open. And if you're coming to Horning, it's a lovely place to visit, even if you're not coming by river. It's where the Mississippi fake steamer goes from. And that's where we just come from. So as you can see, we're just coming back down Womack Dyke. Womack water itself is full tonight, and the auto iris on the camera does an amazing job of making it look really bright, but it is extremely murky and horrible out. So we're just winding our way back. As you can see, all the instruments are lit up, and we're live streaming at the moment. So gonna see if my famous mooring's available. It's a wild mooring by the speed limit sign just at the end of the dike where it joins the Thurn. So because the window is on the right hand side here, that'll make it easier to moor on the right. So we'll pass the mooring if it's free still. It was when we came up, and then we will moor up there with the rond anchors. I'm just praying that it just holds the rain off until we complete this, because it is certainly not a nice early evening. It's just 5 to 5. So yeah, this is us going along. I actually can't believe it. I mean, it's a bit like you keep having to remind yourself, no, it's not going to get dark yet. It's July. It's going to be light until sort of 9 o'clock. And it's not even 5, and it's just so grey. Also, I don't know if you can get an idea of how it's quite difficult to drive this because of the position of the helm. That's exactly what I see. So you've got no perspective past here, and because it goes on a bit here with the side deck and the railings above your eye line, so it makes for interesting cruising, more as it happens. So I'm doing the last part of this captain's blog here. We're moored on Womack Dyke. Womack Water was full up with boats, including DRL Marine, which was a shame because I was betting that people wouldn't want to pay the overnight fee. So we're moored here. We've just moored up. The rain has finally stopped. So I've just popped off as the helicopter goes overhead. The engine of the boat's still running. I hope you can hear me. So what I want to talk about though is this boat, practicality-wise, for on the Broads. Now there's plenty of places on the Broads you'll moor where the bank is all made up for you, lovely, but it still can be quite low. Or like here, this is a wild mooring here on Womack Dyke where you have to use your rond anchors. So what's the problem? Well, let me show you. So as you can see here, the actual height of the boat, this is the part where you actually walk along here, you see, and the height of the boat from here down to here is a good, I mean, I was going to say it was a good metre, but it's probably more than that. From this point here down. Now, your average fender, having just done this before I went on camera, I'm 5'9", and the average fender there, one of these, that top part comes up level with your jeans pocket. So use that as a guide. And now try and imagine getting back on this if you've got to get on from the bank or getting off of it onto the bank. It's an incredible thing. So if you're less able, this isn't really going to be the boat for you. The only way to really get on and off it when you're side on moored is through this bathing platform here. Now this is an incredible non-stick service, this is great. But of course, coming out the door, holding onto this, walking along this part here isn't going to be the most safe and practical way. So you have to bring your ropes down, but they only reach to there. then it's, of course, you can see on this side it's 2 steps up and then over. So it's doable, but again, it's like Prisma's just as high as this. Prisma's another boat from Horizon Craft Acle, much older boat, but has a lower freeboard. Whereas this one here would be amazing at sea, and I'm sure her handling performance would be great with her planing hull. By the way, this window here is a window to nothing. It's the back of the cooker. But on the Broads, on the rivers, as I go wild, not so practical. But she certainly looks great though. The other issue, the only window that opens is the one on that side, and this is not a very deep window. And when you're sitting the side, you can't see anything outside. The only way you can see outside is when you're sitting on the helm seat. So let me take you upstairs and I'll show you something else. So let's just carefully get back on and go upstairs. It also just slightly leans to the right, so the sliding door keeps opening and all the cabin doors keep opening to the right. So you see, when you come up here, which is an amazing view, isn't it just wonderful? 2 solar panels, satellite tracking dome, seats for all the crew, but closeness. If only the steering wheel was here, you could get your legs round here. And when you're standing here, or sitting, that's the view. Great. But you can't see over the edge. And when you're coming into more stern on, you can see the back of the boat just there, but effectively it ends here. And if you are looking, imagine your stern mooring and you're standing up, you have to keep bending down to do your throttle and your steering. So again, great for a sunny day. That's a bit daunting to go down, so you have to sort of turn around and go backwards down. So I don't know, I think this is the point in my life. Let me do this to camera. Let's just get this on record. This is the point in my life where I've realised I'm no longer a teenager. I mean, I've not been a teenager for bloody ages, but this is the point where I start behaving like my dad and saying, it's all very well, but. So if you're a young, romantic, sprightly couple, you'll love the boat. Maybe if you're sort of, you know, romantic break, your 40s, you're sprightly. But if you're a lazy ass like me, going up and down steps, getting through tight spaces, having to crouch down everywhere, jumping off the side of the boat, no, give me an older fashioned boat. St. Julian, for example, lovely. So I don't know what they're thinking of me standing here talking to a camera, but hey, people of Norfolk should know me by now. He's the nutter with the camera speaking. Anyway, so that's my opinion of the boat. It's a brilliantly looking boat, it's comfortable, it's got all of the modern conveniences you could wish for, but it's not so practical, and you can't go under any bridges. I wish I could go up the River Ant, but I can't. So I'm sounding so glam and I haven't had to pay for it, and it's a very reasonably priced boat if I was going to pay for it for a short break. But nah, I have my old built in the 1980s and 1990s boats, thank you very much, and that's my opinion. So I've gone on far too much about all of this, and I'm standing up with an aching arm. So from Wednesday, the 11th of July, this has been the Captain's Blog, and until tomorrow, more as it happens.